This is my AquaClear30 power filter, right out of the box, unaltered, and you can hear the rattling of the impeller against the shaft. A lot of people who have this product have commented that they have this same issue with the noise, and I'm going to try and see if I can reduce the noise, or eliminate the noise by applying a silicone lubricant to the shaft and the impeller. I've got the cover off right now, and it's a lot quieter with the lid off, but I'll demonstrate with the lid on, and you can hear the vibration or the rattling of the impeller is accentuated when the lid is on. And I think it's just echoing off the lid and then out towards the front, and that's what makes it really noisy with the lid. It's really annoying, especially in a quiet room like this. So it's a really poor design. I've seen other hang over filters, and they're old ones, and you can't get them anymore, unfortunately. But they were a lot better designed. I don't know why they stopped producing them and went to this horrible design. But it is what it is. So I'm going to stop this video, apply the silicone lubricant, and then see if that helps with the noise. Alright, back in a sec. Okay, so I've got the motor removed from the filter, and I'm just going to take out the impeller. You can see the impeller, you can see the shaft sticking out, right? So now I'm going to apply some silicone lubricant, which I purchased from Home Depot. The brand is Moen, and supposedly it's food safe. I'm not sure. I only saw that on the forum. It didn't actually say that on the packaging. But what I've seen on the internet is that you're supposed to apply it on the tip of the shaft, and then once you insert it into the impeller, it should quieten it down. There's a bit of water on here, so I'm just going to remove some of the water so the lubricant actually stays on. Now, let me have to... yeah, that doesn't seem to be working very well. Now, I guess the other thing I could do is just insert it into here. I'm not too sure about that either. I don't have the right tools here. It doesn't seem to... Maybe if I just do a little bit at a time, that'll be okay. I don't know about that. Sorry about that. It's kind of hard to do the work and also make sure my video's correct. So I don't know if you can see that. So that seems to work best if I just apply it down the shaft. I don't want to get it in the housing. I want to get it in the shaft. Alright, let's... Well, you can see, kind of, sorry about that, focus isn't great. There's a whole bunch of lubricant on the base here. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. So reapply, and then hopefully it just keeps on touching the inside of the impeller. And then we silence this thing. That's the ultimate goal, because I really hate the noise that's being generated on this thing. Okay. Seems to be quite a bit in there, which is good. I'm going to apply a bit more. Now, other people have said that they've used petroleum jelly or Vaseline, and they say they haven't had any problems with their fish. But I'm planning to have or raise red cherry shrimp, and they're a lot more sensitive than fish. So that's why I went with the lubricant, the silicone lubricant, instead of the petroleum jelly. Okay, alright. So I'm going to plug this in and we'll see if it actually works. Okay, so this is the power filter, the AquaClear30, with the silicone lubricant applied to the shaft and impeller, and it seems to work. Now, I had applied too much and the impeller actually didn't turn, so I had to remove some of the lubricant. And I do recall the person who I purchased this filter from had indicated to me that if there's a power failure and the filter is in operation, that often you'd have to clean the inside, put it back in, and then start the impeller manually. So you have to take this intake tube off first, and then maybe take a toothpick or something to start the impeller rotating. And then once that works, then you put the intake tube back on, and presto. But it seems to be working. It's actually, there's just a hum, there's no rattling. Well, there's an occasional rattle, so I may have to revisit it, the lubricant, and apply it a little bit more. So that's kind of touchy. So you don't want to add too much, but you don't want to have not enough. And I'm going to just quickly put the lid on and see what that's like with the lid on. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, I can hear a little hum, the occasional rattle, but the silicone lubricant seems to have done its job. Now, like I said, I'll probably revisit the lubrication and maybe apply a little bit more. Now, one other thing I want to show you is that the water level in my tank, I wanted to keep it a little bit lower than at the rim. You can see that right here. The reason I want to do that is because I bought this light, and this light, which is the Flexi Mini, I don't know if you can see that, I bought that on Amazon for about 50 bucks, a really smoking deal. But unfortunately, I didn't realize how low it sits on my aquarium. So it's really close to the surface, and I don't want that. So that's why I lowered the water surface level. But what happened there then is, of created a waterfall effect, and I'll show you. Yeah? It's not too bad right now. But you can hear water trickling when it's at the right level, and it was annoying. And so I saw another video on YouTube where this fellow rigged up a plastic sleeve, I guess, melted the plastic and formed it so that the water flowed over it, and it was actually in the water, and so it just it basically, you don't hear the water trickling anymore, which is great. So, and what I did was, this is a 2mm thick acrylic plastic sheet, which I bought from Rona. I got a half a sheet. It was a smoking deal. And I had a heat gun with 3 different settings, and I set it on the middle setting, which is around 250 degrees, I think Fahrenheit or Celsius, I can't remember. It's the middle setting. Bought it from Canadian Tires, the Motocraft brand, and just basically applied the heat gun onto the surface, and it for about 30 seconds to 45 seconds. Heated it enough, and you can start, and I saw the acrylic sheet starting to warp, and I basically bent it until I got the right shape, and presto, this is what I've got. So it was a worthwhile investment, so I'm pretty happy with it. So this is it so far. The other thing I still need to do with this aquarium is it's got 10mm thick glass, and this flexi light, I don't know if you can see that, that thing fits 6mm or smaller. You see that? So I've got to figure out a way to mount the light to the aquarium wall. Yeah. So once I figure that out, I'll post a video. I have an idea of what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to create a bracket that will fit on the back wall here, and then that the light will attach to that bracket. So I'm hoping it'll all work out, and I will have shrimp sometime soon. First thing I'm going to do though is see if I can actually raise plants. If I can do that and keep them alive and keep them green, then I will make an attempt to raise shrimp. Alright, that's it for now.